Calpheon. This is the castle where the Delphane Knights, one of the Republic's 2 pillars of military might, are stationed. But it appears we've hit a bit of a snag. Wouldn't it be grand if you could step in and untangle this mess? Do you hear that? The cries of harpies. The screams of soldiers? I've got a feeling Jordine had some hand in this. Over there's a shy named Jeren. Go inquire about the matter. Povius is off on a mission of his own for the time being.
Welcome. Though current circumstances are far from pleasant, what brings you to the Delphi Knights? Oh, a request for cooperation from the Duke of Serendia. And I see you identify as a member of the Jean Merchant Guild. My apologies, but I cannot allow you to pass through the main gate. Do you not hear the harpies? Headquarters have declared Delphcon 1. Civilians cannot pass, so I suggest you turn back. Even Lady Isabel Encarosha, the branch head of the Jean Merchant Guild, was denied passage. There's no way I'd let a low-ranking member pass. I suggest you put your mind at ease, give your body a brief respite, and just patiently wait for this ordeal to pass. A civilian meddling in military matters? Nonsense! We're the Republic's most elite knights! How have the Great Order of the Delphi Knights fallen so far that even common rabble offer their aid?
Sergeant Jeren! The outpost is requesting reinforcements! Damn it! Even they've been overrun by harpies!
What? Reinforcements? What bloody reinforcements? We're all shitting bricks here ourselves, damn it!
Looks like you require some aid. Why not request assistance from a Serendian knight? This here is a knight of the future Duchess who has rightfully earned their title as the Protector of Serendia. Qualified, I'd say. Don't you agree?
What's that? A knight of Serendia? Why didn't you say so sooner?
Right. You dare deny entry to the great House Encarosha's Jean Merchant Guild. It seems like you do not require our assistance.
All right. Lend us a hand in defeating the harpies, and I'll personally ensure your passage beyond this point. Ah! Don't think I ever got your name, come to think of it. All right then, I shall leave this task to you.
No, not so fast. This person you're attempting to ply was hired by me, Isabel Encarosha. I will not allow you to sway them with this sudden change in temperament. Grant me an audience with Commander Brago Willia at once.
Our commander! He's a busy man. To make it worth his time, I ask you to prove your worth first. You, as a daughter of the guild chairman, may pass, but know that this is a one-time exception.
He'll undoubtedly march his troops straight into Serendia if he hears that Jordine is involved in this harpy situation. You must meet with him before he catches wind of it, and inform him that Serendia has nothing to do with the matter. I've some business to take care of at the northern wheat plantation first. Let's meet there once you're done here.
Lady Isabel, I've done what you've asked of me. Allow me to escort you from here. Shall we be off?
Adventurer, once you've defeated the harpies, go look for Captain Margaret up on the castle ramparts.
Commander. So you're the Serendian hero I've heard so much about. A knight now, are you? Please forgive us for not giving you the treatment a knight deserves. As you can see, we're facing a bit of a problem. I'm Margaret, captain of the Delphi Knights. Jeren has informed me of the situation. I hear you wish to speak to Commander William. If you'd help us get rid of the harpies, I will gladly arrange. Our troops have been given orders pertaining to them, but we're too preoccupied fending them off to comply. Should you lend us your aid, I'll promptly draft a document granting you permission to meet with the commander. Harpies have always inhabited the nearby Coranda Ridge. They often raided the village to steal food, but this is the first time they've invaded in such large numbers. This surely has an underlying cause that necessitates thorough investigation. Our forces are putting all effort into driving away the Harpies. We do not have the freedom to investigate. Harpies are intelligent enough to use written language. They even communicate written orders during wartime. They disassemble sentences, splitting up words and phrases, and then communicate them through their cries from afar. It becomes a sort of code preventing other species from understanding. Clever, isn't it? Rather sly and crafty beasts, I'd say. We managed to find a translation guide at the Holy College of Calpheon, but we're too busy with battle to make use of it. Here, take this. Use it as a cipher for decrypting the Harpy code. You must find out what I knew you could gather up all the pieces. Thank you. May I have a look? Prin, go. Cess, find the... Ha! I knew it! There was a reason for such coordinated attacks. Wait. Please give me a moment. I must quickly write up a report. No need to worry. I'm also preparing your papers to meet with the commander. May Eleon's blessing protect you. For your service to the Delphi Knights. No! That dispatch mustn't be exposed! Oh no! The Harpies are readying another round of attacks. I must first prepare to defend against them. This is urgent. Please head to the commander immediately. I will take care of matters here. The Harpies' mission is clear. To find their princess. You must inform the commander of our discovery.
Sir Jordine.
It's been a while, Commander. My apologies for the unannounced visit. I had some matters to attend to.
Quite all right. Harpies have kept us busy. Wait, they follow your command?
Indeed. Although they aren't the only ones.
Who are these fiends? You dare threaten the Knight of Calpheon?
Allow me to introduce you to the Shadow Knights. Sworn to serve me, the new King of Serendia. On behalf of my kingdom, I hereby declare war upon the Republic of Calpheon. The Harpies' attacks only mark the beginning. The heart of the Republic will be next. Your vaunted callous parliament.
The new King of Serendia? You madman! Have you overthrown your own Duke?
Care to affairs of your own country. Tell the old men of your parliament the King of Serendia has come to reignite the flames of war. We will return the despair you inflicted upon us tenfold.
Are you ready to make the oaths of trust, chastity, and obedience? Damn that madman leading a bunch of heretics and declaring war. How did Sir Edmund overlook this? Who are you? Civilians are not allowed here. If you fail to identify yourself, you will be imprisoned according to military law. A Serendian knight and a member of the Jean Merchant Guild. How confusing. Stick to one, just one. Never heard anyone claim to be a merchant by day, but a knight in a fray. Keep spouting such nonsense, and I'll be forced to alert the guards. This is the Royal Seal of Serendia. Jarret Domengard. And this is from Isabel and Karosha of the Jean Merchant. The Delphi Knights exist for our Lord Eli. So Serendia wishes to directly punish the traitor Jordine, and requests that he be captured and returned alive. How selfish. The personal request of the Lady Jarret Domengard, perhaps? Alone, you say? All of it? Even the bit about hauling the power-hungry heretic back alive? Those good noble ladies must trust you greatly. Well then, let's hear how you plan to fend off those Harpies. It's absurd that Margaret would make a mistake, but the contents of this message are even more bizarre. Find the Harpy Princess. Damn it! That must be the message the Harpy delivered to Jordine earlier. The Harpies here serve a queen that they call Coronda. Miranda is said to have given birth not long ago. Naturally, the Queen cherishes her child. If the Shadow Knights went after her newborn, it's only natural this would be the Harpy's response. So, Knight of Serendia and Jean Guild Merchant, how do you plan to handle this situation? That's it. Show them the excellence of Delphi. Turn this crisis into an opportunity and wipe them all out. It's shameful to be stationed for years at this outpost, guarding against such beasts. Have I not earned a promotion to a position in the capital? Once the Delphi outpost is breached, the capital will be the next target. Harpies turn violent with little provocation. It's why so many troops are stuck at this outpost, despite the war with Serendia ending long ago. If you hold off the Harpies here, I'll attend the Callous Parliament and place my vote for Jordine to be returned alive. It's shameful to be stationed for years.
Help. Walking relic. Fancy running into you here. There's a non-walking relic up there. Harpies attacked while we were investigating it. Eden, stay still, will you? You're making it impossible to focus.
It's you.
Weren't you in Glish earlier? What are you doing here? Don't tell me you followed Belmorn. Are you nuts?
May we talk? There's something I'd like to discuss. In the end, it seems Jordine awakened Belmorn. We encountered him briefly. Enough for a moment's observation. Jordine maintains control over his own consciousness for now. But once Belmorn awakens, it will cover not only Calpheon, but the entire world in darkness.
Carefully. Bye! We must stop Belmorn. As secret guards, pursuers of truth, and balance in the world. It's our duty.
You're after him too, right? Then, our purposes align. But that black spirit of yours, it will drag you into the abyss, just like Belmorn. I sense it. Its attempts to dominate you. But our aims are the same. So while making that proposal to you, I revealed a secret. Belmorn will soon erase Jordine and claim his body completely. We must stop him before that happens.
There's a relic up on the ridge. Orwin's investigating. We lack information, though. Perhaps you can provide some insight?
I'm assuming you encountered Yaz and Eden already? This relic is a device made in ancient times. It bears remarkable similarity to the ones in the ancient stone chamber. If Belmorn is seeking to recover his strength, he wouldn't simply have passed over such a relic. Why is it left here untouched? Could it be that Jordine doesn't know how to use it? The Harpy Princess! Is her absence the reason the Harpies have been whipped into such a frenzy? If so, the reason Jordine overlooked this is...
Adventurer! I've brought reinforcements!
Wait, no! We mustn't provoke them! Ah!
Cry out, loud enough for your mother to hear. May Delphi Castle be overrun, leaving none alive to thwart me.
Harpies are swarming! Wait, is that...
Glinda! The Queen! She's here!
I honestly hoped we'd just buy ourselves some time. Never thought you'd defeat their queen all on your own. It's regrettable we allowed that heretic Jordine to slip away. But this victory is one worth acknowledging. This surely must have dealt a great blow to Jordine as well. His nefarious scheming isn't off to a great start. As for us, we're already accomplishing great things. You faced the Harpy Queen alone! Oh, you're not hurt, are you? So that was it. So all this utter chaos. We lost many fine men in this ordeal. I'm not sure what's got into that man, Jordine. But he's absolutely gone off the deep end. There's no way to know where he went. Hunt him down and... I know I pledged to aid you, but it's the Delphi Knight's duty to remain here to clean up this mess. Given all that's transpired, you're the only one strong-headed enough to ensure Jordine's capture. Please continue in your pursuit of him. Save the Republic from that heretic. Now, here's your temporary entry permit. No one in the Republic will question you with this in hand.
Huh? Orwin! Orwin!
Now, here's your temporary entry permit.
Huh? Orwin! Orwin!
she passed out. Was it the doing of that horrific Jordine? I don't sense any bad energy seeping out of her. So why is she unconscious? Florin is right below the ridge. Eden, help me. We have to move Orwin.
I haven't quite recovered myself. Make sure to emphasize that part when she awakens. Make it a proper dramatic display of devotion.
Whatever you want, lover boy.
There are no limits to the effects of herbs. Oh, yes, you little troublemaker. It's been a while. But who are these guests you've brought with you? Well, how did that canal get such a nasty wound? We must heal it at once. Yes, bring the patient in quickly now. She must be tended to immediately.
Father?
No, Orwin, don't die. You must find your father, remember?
Yes, no need to be so dramatic. Who said anything about anyone dying? There's a certain festering energy about it. You haven't been meddling in that cave, have you? Do alchemists still use such catalysts these days? Interesting. Strange, too.
Enough rambling, you old coot. Hurry up and heal Orwin, or else.
All right, all right. You should show more respect to your elders. Right. You've been of age for some time now.
What's with that look? Don't tell me you thought I was a child this whole time. Ugh. People who judge others by their appearances can run it. Oh, never mind. That doesn't even matter right now. Gramps, what should we do to save Orwin? You said she's not gonna die, but now you're kind of acting like she's gonna die. Spill it already. How can we save her?
Could it be that she was exposed to dark energy? If that's the case, there's only one method of neutralization. I know how to make the antidote, but there's one problem. The ingredients can only be found in Khafra's cave.
What? Ah! The symptoms are similar to what I saw there. Don't tell me Orwin is going to change like that too.
Yes! Don't speak such nonsense! Are you suggesting Orwin has been possessed by a black spirit?
Children, keep your voices down. If you raise your voices once more, you will surely know what true anger sounds like. It's the first time I've seen such severe symptoms. It's hard to clearly say what it is. But if these symptoms persist, it's certain her mental state will not remain intact. But, like I said, it can be cured. The ingredients must just be gathered from Khafra's cave. But it's dangerous to send our Shy to such a place, and that young man is still injured.
Orwin.
Harpies stirring up trouble on the mountainside, and now this? Oh, dear. A herb called silver frond is small and white, clean and bright. Huh? Why does the cave harbor trees of silver? That's merely a name.
Orwin, hang on. Just until I return with the medicine. Understood? Huh? Of course. Nearly a third of all Shy you see would have been born here. This is no time for chit-chat. Let's hurry and get the medicine before Orwin's condition worsens.
Orwin, you must stay strong. Yaz will return with the medicine, so just hang in there. Colleagues. Just colleagues. She's also a member of the Secret Guards. I prefer to fetch the medicine for her myself, but given my state, I must rely on your assistance.
Huh? You're still not ready. She's going to die at this rate. Are you heading out? Be on your guard. It's a place where the blind are lurking.
I'd like to tag along if you don't mind. When I was young, the adults in town told me never to go in there. Why do I feel like someone's watching me? It's giving me the creeps. Well, shall we go in? If we want to save Orwin, we need to find those ingredients. This definitely is not silver frond. Remember what Valentine said. Small and white, clean and bright. Huh? But why is it crushed? Did someone step on it? Well, it's no surprise given the things that infest this place. No time to dally. Onward! Do you see them? They're adventurers possessed by the Black Spirits. Those guys must have once wielded strong power and adventured around the world just like you. Completely blinded by the sweet, sweet power gained by doing the Black Spirit's bidding. Of the Black Spirit symbiotes we've met, they all thought they'd be different at first. But ultimately, they all ended up like this. Do you now see why we've been warning you? Are you surprised? Eden and Orwin said you'd never even pretend to heed their warnings. Enough with the sad stuff. We gotta find those herbs to save Orwin, and fast. But what should we do? They're gonna attack. Can you fight them off? You're a symbiote too. Small and white, clean and bright. This herb must be it. I'll dig it up carefully. I knew my pen Manos hoe would come in handy. Wait here. Zip zap this way and zip zap that way.
You're the walking relic, aren't you? Aha, so you're the one who drove out Karanda.
Hey, how could you just go off and leave me on my own? And just wander on over here all willy-nilly.
Yaz, were you the one who brought the adventurer here? Goodness, could it be fate has led us here? The immortal alchemist Calpheon used this place as a laboratory in his later years.
There's an abundance of data that can't be found anywhere else. It's a veritable gold mine for us archaeologists.
Huh? What are you two up to over here? Pretty suspicious. Does Eden know about this?
Us too. Master Alustin was here only moments ago. He just left.
A way to weaken the Monarch of Darkness, Belmorn. It seemed like Master Alustin already knows. He just wanted to confirm if his method really works. And, well, it's all confirmed. Let's discuss the details once we return to Florin. Everyone's waiting there. Let's discuss the details once we return to Florin. Everyone's waiting.
Oh, this must be silver frond. Come to think of it, I've only seen this herb in books. Let's see. Wait, to prepare this herb, we need wait. I'm brewing these precious herbs, and I was hoping you could lend a hand. Wait, answer my question first. What do you think of my precious peep? I think so too. Incredibly cute and adorable. Pass! You're thankfully still of sound mind. Well then, could you try brewing it with the herb brewer? I'm too old and frail these days. The energy that was on the leaf has been cleansed. Oh, you have a talent when it comes to handling devices, don't you? Random thought. What do you think of regularly delivering silver frond to our town? Never mind. Valentine's special potion is complete! Give this to the wounded Ganel. I never thought I'd make a potion with silver frond in my life. I must write about this in my autobiography.
Chief Valentine! It's a disaster! Mr. Brago! Mr. Brago was...
Oh, hold back your tears and try to explain to me. What happened?
Mr. Brago, he was trying to save me. I got seriously injured. There are so many harpies and they... Mr. Brago...
Oh, this is bad. Oh, terribly bad. Go deliver the medicine to Yaz. I'll go with this child.
Oh, you got the medicine. Give it to me. I'll give it to Orwin. Orwin!
Adventurer, you were of great help. My deepest thanks had to go to such a dangerous place due to my carelessness.
Hey, I went there too.
I really appreciate your help as well, Yaz. I shall be there to save you should peril ever befall you. Master Alustin has been waiting for you, adventurer. He said he had something to tell you.
You ventured into Caphras Cave, I hear. It mustn't have been easy. Well done. Yes, it's been some time. You know something of the secret guards now, I hear, thanks to Eden and Yaz. And not long ago, I told you of the Monarch of Darkness, Belmorn, and his Shadow Knights. Today, I find myself compelled to share a tale inextricably linked to those events. The Knights of Dawn, who banished Belmorn, failed to eradicate his remnants completely. As they carried out their vigil, they gradually succumbed to the darkness. However, not all shared this fate. There were those who inherited their master's will, pursuing truth and maintaining the world's equilibrium. They are we, the secret guards. Belmorn and Kazaka were indeed formidable, akin to gods of darkness. How could mere mortals, like the Knights of Dawn, stand a chance against them? We found the answer within ancient records. The origin of ancient light. With the power of brilliant, blinding light, they drove back the pitch-black darkness. We must now gather the ancient light once more, to banish the darkness that is Belmorn.
Adventurer! I was informed of your presence. I've been seeking an adventurer. Do you know to whom I'm referring? Ah, at last we meet. I was worried we might have missed each other. I'm Wolfgang Volks, a Trina Knight and Chief Security Officer of Calpheon City. I've been informed by Sir Brago Willia, the commander of the Delphane Knights, that you successfully drove off the Harpy Queen, Karanda. We need your help. The Republic is in urgent need of an adventurer with your skills. We're offering a mercenary contract, and we won't be stingy with the compensation. The news of Jordine's military uprising has already reached the ears of the Callus Parliament. Yet not a damned soul in Parliament, none with any power anyway, are preparing for this impending invasion. As the chief of capital security, I can't just sit idly by, now can I? If, by any chance, the capital falls to ruin, people will only look to cast the blame on me. Of course you do, but the lives of countless of our country's citizens are at stake. So I implore you... Wait a minute. That staff... Professor Alustin? Like wings on wind! Justice soars! What brings you here, Professor? Are you guiding this adventurer on their path?
It's been a while, Chief Volks. How have you been? We are gathered here to stop the Dark Lord, Belmorn.
Belmorn? What's that? Oh, could it be... Is that why the Shadow Knights are... Jordine, that wretch. Is his grace unharmed? Good gracious. So that's how this chaos began. Not only the Harpies in eastern Delphi, but also the Trolls at Quint Hill in the north, and the Sawnills in southern Trina. Demi-humans are rioting in all directions, Calpheon is on the brink of becoming a battlefield. The capital has been eerily calm. Too calm. I presume you're aware of the reason, adventurer. It's on account of the impending election for the chief counselor of the Callus Parliament. Of course, the Knights of Calpheon are doing their utmost to fend off the demi-humans. You catch on quickly. No one in power would want the specter of war to tarnish their reputation. Because of this, innocent citizens and knights defending the front lines are losing their lives. We need your help. Because of this...
Jordine seems to be moving faster than anticipated. We must hasten our pace as well. Gathering the fragmented ancient light and driving out Belmorn, the root of all evil, is of the utmost importance. But it would be truly heartbreaking to turn a blind eye to the innocent citizens who may get hurt in the process. If you join us, we might be able to find the origin of ancient light sooner and confront Belmorn. Alas, the situation has escalated more rapidly than expected. Precious lives are being lost as we speak, but above all, I want to protect the compassionate heart you've managed to maintain while coexisting with the Black Spirit. I will take responsibility for restoring the origin of ancient light. Please, prevent any innocent loss of life in the meantime. Captain Volks, I entrust the citizens to you. And adventurer, take the remaining Silver Front with you, just in case.
Professor Alustin, my gratitude knows no bounds. And you too, adventurer. I am truly grateful for your help.
Wow. Eden, are we going on another adventure? Luffy, why don't we go investigate the origin of Clearwater?
Martha, Laffy, begin decrypting the Dead Sea Scrolls. And don't forget to cross-reference them against the Kabuan calendar.
Quint Hill is the closest battlefield from here. The Trina Knights are stationed there to deal with the trolls.
I will take responsibility for restoring the origin of ancient light. Please, prevent any innocent loss of life in the meantime.
But before that, we need to secure our military provisions. Since it's on our way, let's make a stop at the northern wheat plantation. Lady Norma, the plantation owner, is known for her generosity towards those in need. She's a person of great character. I'm certain she will understand our predicament and supply us with wheat. It's a matter of life and death for the citizens, after all. I hear that Jarette, the future Duchess, has appointed you as a special envoy. Your actions will have significant implications. Ovius has safely escorted Lady Isabel home, so there's no need for concern. Exactly. The grandest city on the continent. The pulsating heart of the mighty Republic, Calpheon City. What do you think? I bet it surpasses any place you've ever visited. Huh? Where are you off to? Oh, I understand the desire to explore a new city for the first time. Just don't be too late.
Candle stands. Oh, please buy one. Wasting all the money I had. I was crazy. Jordine, the handsome Grand Chamberlain of Serendia. Of course I know him. What? He's leading an army to Calpheon. Oh my, is the world finally changing? These are candle stands from home. I can't go to the slum.
Are those pickpocket brats? I'm sick of them. Are you here to learn something? What? Who's Belmorn? The monarch of what? Darkness? What do you take me for, spreading such nonsense? Make sure not to cause any trouble in the market.
We must curb our greed and surrender the spoils of the human world to Elion. Those individuals were cast out of Elion's light long ago, so please, Allow your worried heart to rest easy now. We must curb our greed and...
What should I make for dinner tonight? Getting tired of meat pasta. Jordine? Who's this Jordine? Huh? The Grand Chamberlain of Serendia? It doesn't ring a bell.
First, I would like to use this opportunity to express my gratitude to the great citizens of Calpheon. When all eyes were on Calpheon's crisis, we established our Grand Council to demonstrate the greatness of the Calpheonian citizens, unwavering in the face of any trial. I don't stand here claiming to be your hero, your savior. You, who have placed your trust in me, are the true heroes. The Chief Counselor should be dedicated to their country and principled beyond measure. The Parliament still has much left to accomplish. Now is not the time to seek novelty.
House Light has always displayed acts of generosity. Now we would like to share our generosity with the citizens of Calpheon. Please, enjoy the meal we've prepared for you today at the Light Merchant Guild. I don't bring up complicated things, especially when they don't bring in coin. But, my good people, reflect on the journey that has brought us this wealth from all corners. Remember how we were treated just a few years prior, scorned as lowly merchants. Know that it was House Light who stood by you and supported you through those times. Only a merchant knows a merchant's mind. Please remember House Light.
That we toil so hard, yet remain so poor. This rotten city needs to change from the ground up. Dear citizens of Calpheon, we work day and night. And yet, the reward for our tireless toil is barely enough bread to refill our bellies for a... Is it because we are lazy by nature? No. Is it because our labor is worthless? Absolutely not. They are lowering the fair wages we receive with twisted and unjust logic. Now, here is some bread I've prepared. Please, eat your fill. I bought it from my own earnings.
Hear me, people. Who has guarded the gates of Calpheon till now? We know what it is that we want. A powerful and great Calpheon, surpassed by none. Just as we built peace for our citizens with our own strength, we must use our strength to build a peace the whole world can depend on. To accomplish this, the old and corrupt must be wiped away, and the scales of law recalibrated for the fairness of all. Who can do this? Who can maintain their faith without wavering in the face of threats? I will not hold hackneyed, useless discussions. I will prove my words through decisive action. Like wings on wind, justice soars. Protect Calpheon with the Chief Counselor, Ferecio!
Is undergoing great change, but its roots must remain firm. How much pain have we endured for the great Calpheon we have now? Did we truly overcome all that, merely from the coin our merchants wrung from the markets? Or does our triumph rest solely with the might of our armed forces? I'm not denying the contributions of either party, but never forget that it was the houses who held aloft for the longest time, allowing it to prosper through Elion's grace. The power underpinning Calpheon, the firm foundation that allows its glory to stretch into the firmament. Please, lend us your strength, so that our first Chief Counselor, Herman Ferecio, can be re-elected.
This is Lady Isabel's residence. The Parliament is just a stone's throw away. This is an excellent location. Bothered by that, are you? Well, the larger the city, the less people care about the affairs of others. What truly matters is the mindset of the ruler leading the city, and beyond that, the nation.
Captain Vox, I cancelled all my appointments and came right away. The Holy College presented no obstacles once informed the patient was of House Encarosha.
Professor, you've arrived. Please come in. I've brought someone to check on Lady Isabel's condition. Hurry! I truly hope that she is safe, especially when she has taken on such an important mission.
Her pupils are tainted with the dark energy. These are symptoms of black stone poisoning.
What? It can't be!
The fits have already begun. We must tie her up so that she can't move. Captain Volks, I need your help here now!
Yes, Professor.
Whew. It seems she's better now. What relief. As she was in Serendia with you, continuous exposure to black stones is the likely cause of her symptoms, which are only manifesting now.
Lady Isabel! What's happened to her? She was conscious just a moment ago!
Ah, Povius, you arrived. Lady Isabel has just calmed down. Worry not.
Oh, gods! For something like this to happen while I was away on a mission, if it weren't for you... Thank you.
Now, she must get some rest. I suggest everyone leave her to rest for the day.
Understood, Professor. Hey, rookie, I mean, adventurer. I've arranged lodging for you. Lady Isabel asked me to.
Ah, you're here. I was just thinking about you. Did you take in the sights of Calpheon City? Was it to your liking?
Ah, you've just gotten here yourself. It seems I've timed my arrival well.
Ah, you're here. I was just thinking about you. Did you take in the sights of Calpheon City? Was it to your liking? Adventurer and Captain Volks, thank you for your help. Time has been unexpectedly wasted. Let's get back to what's important. Huh? Oh, you don't need to worry. I'm fine now. Really. Firstly, Adventurer, how's Calpheon treated you so far? I thought as much. It's quite odd that there are so few who are aware of the mess Jordine has gotten himself into. These are affairs too massive to go unnoticed. It appears someone is deliberately covering them up. Only when Jordine's blade is at their throats will they frantically look for someone to blame. This matter concerns the survival of our nation. We can't just let it be buried. Parliament convenes for their regular session today. I need to attend and speak up when I get the chance. This issue cannot be avoided any longer. I must address it loudly and directly in front of the citizenry. I am a bit worried about my father, though. But then, what reputation does he have left to lose? Hey, rookie. There is a small chance they will attempt to restrain me. So, you'll have to attend the council alongside me, under my authority as your mentor.
I'm not certain this is the best course of action. In times like these, I wonder if the council will respond favorably.
If we just sit by and do nothing, we can achieve nothing. We have to do something in order to get my father's permission for the Trina Knight's supplies. I'll craft a part for my father to play in all of this. Something that will resonate with the hearts and minds of the populace. If things go smoothly, we might be able to secure a budget from the council, right? That would be the best outcome.
Ah, so even helping your father has its price. Fitting for the heir of a merchant house. I'm ever grateful for your help. Now, best we get moving.
Oh, Isabel. I'd heard you returned.
and that you handled the Serendia matter with aplomb. But what brings you before the Parliament? You couldn't have missed your father to such an extent. And who might the person next to you be? Ah, you must be the Guild's latest addition. Pervious spoke highly of you. Word is, you did quite a grand job. Please take good care of my dear Isabel. Have you given your greetings to Geoffrey? You should attend to him with greater affection. He's to be your husband, after all.
Yes, Father, as you say. But there's something important I need to discuss.
What is it? What is more pressing than your upcoming betrothal?
Supreme Councillor Enrique Encarosha, the council meeting is about to commence.
Understood, Pervious. I'll head in now. My dear, let's continue our conversation later.
I hereby call to order the 74th Council of Elionian Year 286. First, let us discuss the agenda.
The issue with trolls and sawmills is escalating. We must conscript more soldiers.
Our citizens are sinking deeper into poverty, and you're suggesting conscription. Let's start with fair taxation.
A strong national defense guards our citizens' existence. Shall we neglect it for fear of discontent?
Then, how about House Bashan steps up and sends in private soldiers?
Are you suggesting that the noble families take the lead?
All I'm saying is, for one who loves Calpheon so dearly, actions speak louder than words. The citizens would support him for it.
Councillor M, this is a blatant ploy to undermine our house's influence before the election.
Enough! The citizens' eyes and ears are upon us. Despite escalating attacks from trolls and sonils, we have the Trinanites, don't we? Our focus should be on the upcoming election. This council sitting is hereby adjourned.
They are all too consumed with their own gains. As the eagle's wings are buffeted by unseen winds, may Calpheon be graced with glorious radiance. Honorable Chief Counselor, may I have a moment? I am Isabel of House Encarosha. As the head of the Heidel branch of the Jean Merchant Guild, I wish to report on our operations in Serendia.
Isabel.
You may speak. How is business faring? We're short on time, so a summary of expected profits and tax revenues.
Jordan Ducasse, the former Grand Chamberlain of Serendia, has declared himself King of Serendia and is advancing on the capital. The Harpy rampage at Delphi Castle was no coincidence. It's Jordan's handiwork, sowing chaos throughout the Republic. I believe everyone here is already aware of this. So why do you turn a blind eye during such an important meeting? What of the fervent speeches on national defense just now? Considering the seriousness of this matter, I urge the need for full preparedness.
Isabel, of all times, why now?
Very well. I've heard your piece. But when does the business report begin?
Without Captain Cliff, Serendia's sad excuse for soldiers are just sitting ducks for our Trina Knights.
He's not just leading Serendian soldiers. He has the Shadow Knights under his command.
You mean those heretics that were excommunicated ages ago? Aren't you underestimating the might of Calpheon a bit? It's almost as if you wish Calpheon's downfall. To just which nation do you pledge allegiance, Isabel?
Silence, Theophil Bashan. How dare you insult my daughter in my presence?
Oh, perish the thought. It's as the loyal lapdog said. Her only fault lies in having too great a love for her country. That's all.
They are not merely some band of excommunicated heretics. They've resurrected the ancient king, Belmont.
Isabel! What's the matter, Isabel? Pervious! Hurry and bring Professor Gorgath!
Yes, Master. Adventurer, please look after Lady Isabel.
Fits of female hysteria aside, there is no harm in being prepared for such an event. Trolls and sawmills are proving themselves to be a nuisance as well. Above all, the knights are running low on supplies. Chief Counselor, I motion to increase our military forces.
The remainder of our budget has been allocated to the upcoming election. Regrettably, the chair must reject your motion.
Such audacity! How dare you raise your voice to intrude upon the sacred proceedings of the Callous Parliament? Are the Delphi Knights and Trina Knights Calpheon's only capable forces? Can we not also call upon the Holy Valkyrie Knights? Knights with the means to vaporize such heretical scum with Elian's light? Do you grasp our strength, Wanderer? Or, well, if those additional forces are truly needed, why not ask House Encarosha? Weren't they to spare a fraction of their vast wealth? Who knows?
Respected members of the Council, may I have a moment of your attention, please? Alfonso Rundi, Baron of Serendia's Montvidal. A name I'm sure you're all familiar with. He was raising an army. If left unchecked, it could have posed a threat to the Republic. Of course, the Serendian standing army was disbanded following the order approved in the last sitting of this council. So then, how did the Baron manage to raise an army from the ruins of Montvidal? It's because someone here, in this very room, is secretly supporting him, unbeknownst to our sacred council.
What are you?
It's true. I'm Hervano Tito, the captain of the guard at Serendia's Eastern Gateway. I sacrificed everything to halt the Baron's advance, so if anyone's qualified to speak on the matter, it's me. Isabel Encarosha was the one backing the Baron of Montvidal. Here, I've got the ledger to prove it.
Very well. We will accept this evidence for review. Counselor Light, do you have anything else to report?
Oh, you're here too. I came at my new master's request. Thought you could just walk away, eh? Thought I'd just roll over and die?
House Light, in partnership with House Encarosha, oversees the Jean Merchant Guild. Therefore, to avoid being wrongfully accused, we conducted a thorough internal investigation. Regrettably, as Sir Hervano Tito said, we found evidence of them sponsoring the Baron. Seems like House Encarosha might have bitten off more than they could chew, trying to swallow Serendia with the aid of Montvidal.
Ellie, you wretch! What are you babbling about? Do you think I'll hand over my share of the guild over this?
Huh. Backed into a corner. The petty nature of a vulgar merchant reveals itself. Councillor Enrique Encarosha. Nobility in Calpheon isn't something that can be bought with mere coin. Do you understand? Could it be that she, having failed to gain a stranglehold on Serendia, is plotting another attempt through Jordine?
Very well. By the authority vested in me as Chief Counselor, I will approve this emergency motion.
The Chief Counselor, too, trying to eliminate an election rival in this manner. You think I can't see through your frail facade? Dominic, why didn't you say anything? Because Isabel seems someone to concoct such schemes.
Please do not address me so casually. Geoffrey and Isabel are not yet officially wed.
Maintain your dignity, Counselor Enrique Encarosha. If you cause another disturbance, I will call the guards. Until this matter is conclusively settled, I'm ordering the detainment of the accused, Isabel Encarosha.
Look, Chief Counselor! The child has collapsed, and now you speak of imprisonment! Do you intend her death?
A suspect with a risk of flight leaves us no choice. As Counselor, you should strictly adhere to the laws of our nation. Today's council meeting is hereby concluded. We shall discuss the remaining matters during our next session.
damn it! Who would have thought that House Light would stab us in the back like this?
Counselor Enrique Encarosha. I am sure my words will provide no comfort.
Thank you for your concern, Captain. As for how to handle this situation moving forward... of course. Isabel mentioned it in her letter. She boasted about how capable you are. You made significant contributions to both Balanos and Serendia. I'd like to hire you myself. Can you save my daughter? Whatever you need, name it, and it's yours. Do I look like I'm in a position to negotiate? My daughter languishes in a cell, sick and suffering. Name your price. Gold, jewels, a position of power, the stewardship of our workshop. Speak your desire.
Lady Isabel took such drastic measures to provide supplies to the Trina Knights.
Provide supplies to the Trina Knights? Are you trying to bolster troops without the Council's support? Something doesn't add up. Isn't Councillor Delphad Castilian Calpheon's Supreme Commander, in charge of the Trina Knights? Why would you, the mere chief of capital security, initiate a deal with me on such a critical matter?
Even a simple man like myself harbors lofty aspirations, Counselor.
Aiming to have a notable deed thrust you into the realm of politics, eh? Well, I must admit, your honesty is refreshing. Employing an ambitious man like yourself would be a fine bargain for me at this point. I had no idea a knight we supported from such humble beginnings would grow to have such grand dreams. Listen, I don't do business on blind faith. I can offer a down payment of 10% for now. If you want more faith than that, I need to see results. Do that, and I'll gladly pay whatever you wish. Isabel isn't one to act without thought. It's as if that light girl was waiting for this moment. It'll be difficult to mobilize our family members for now. Our bloodline is also under investigation, it seems. So, I have no choice but to put my trust in you. I'm counting on you, Rookie, and Captain Volks. And there's one more thing. Alina Light. Find out what that cunning wench is planning. Unless she intends to shatter a joint venture that's been running smoothly for a decade, I cannot fathom her intent. Moreover, it's not like we're failing to make money. We've even successfully expanded our business to Hydel of all places. If she seeks to oust me from the upcoming election with my middling approval ratings, she's playing a losing game.
So, what brings you to me? Isabel, you say? I thought that was all settled earlier. I've submitted the evidence. Did Enrique Encarosha send you? To probe my intentions, or perhaps to destroy the evidence? It seems like she's bitten off more than she could chew without the consultation of her partner. So I just wanted to put a stop to it. Havano Tito and you seem to be well acquainted. He practically wet himself at the sight of you. Oh my, I am not one to trust people. I trust the evidence he presented to me. He does lack a certain depth, however. Always the type to betray others. Oh, I seem to be speaking of myself to some degree. But one does what they must to protect their own, and he provided me with plausible evidence. So, what can you offer me? Adventurer, I've already heard the tales of you. Quite capable, I hear. You must have something that will prove Isabel's innocence. Hence your wish to negotiate with me? Under normal circumstances, a trial would be held soon. However, if you provide me with what I want, it can be delayed. Bring the Kepler Black Crystal trade rights to me. Oh my, that's a state-owned business. We were merely managing it on consignment. That's a tough place to do business. Not much profit in it. But Keplen is different. It's a private enterprise.
Hold on. The Black Crystal trade rights with Keplen are owned by House Dofrickson. How could we possibly...
That's something I'll leave for you to puzzle out. It wouldn't be much of a deal if I did all the heavy lifting for you, would it? Please keep me updated on your progress. If there's no progress, well, you know the consequences.
Feels like we're being played, doesn't it? She has nothing to lose, after all. If we secure the Black Crystal trade rights for her, the wealth of House Light will significantly increase. If we fail to secure the rights, Lady Isabel will be put on trial, leading to the inevitable downfall of House Encarosha. And House Light will absorb the Jean Merchant Guild entirely. Oh, blast, she didn't overhear that, did she? I can't think of any other clever way to deal with this. We must do what we can. As Lady Isabel herself said, doing nothing will achieve nothing. The land where the Keplen Black Crystal extraction mill was built has been owned by House Dofrickson for generations. Fortunately, the current head of the house, Fridri, happens to be the commander there. He and I were inducted into the Trina Knights together. While he's moved up, I'm stuck as Chief of Security, with no greater prospects. While he, born into a family overflowing with money... No, this isn't the time for such thought. We've received some provisions from House Encarosha. It's not much, but we'll make the best of it. They're currently overwhelmed fighting the ferocious Sawnills. They should be desperate for even a little help. It's time for you to prove why I hired you. Let's head to the fort.